Hello everyone, and today we will be doing our third video in this network setup, which will be the cloud key. So we'll go ahead and start in our notes and type in cloud key. Our standard for this is 192.168.5.89, and we do set up a username and password. Dominion admin, password, it's going to be another random generated. So let's go ahead and get this. Oops. Ignore that, sorry. And we'll just close out of that. That'll be for another video. So we have our credentials. Let's go ahead and get into our cloud key and get started. So this, out of any product, is the number one thing that has changed. So this video may not be up to date by the time you are watching this. So if it's not, let me know. And if you have any questions, let me know, and we'll definitely figure it out. But we're going to start in the Manage Cloud Key, default username and password. UBNT. We're going to change the password right now to our random generated passwords. Accept. And we're going to change the username right here to Dominion admin. Alright, so we will go ahead and get started in the network. So for this, we're going to set a static on this. We're going to change it to 5.89. Primary DNS is good, gateway is good, secondary DNS is good, so we'll save it. Now we are at 5.142 here. We know we're not going to be able to access that. Let's go ahead and run our find cloud key again. It's at 5.89. Go back in here, go back into the manage section, Dominion admin, random generated password gets you in. We'll go to settings. We're going to set this time zone to America and Chicago. Alright, and we'll apply those changes real fast just so that's there. We're going to go ahead and name this right here under General to this exact name here. Just like all of our other sites. And see, it says it doesn't want any spaces or special characters. So let's go ahead and get rid of the spaces. See if it's okay. So it still accepts the dash. So we'll leave the dash. Make sure there's no spaces. And then firmware. Always want to update the firmware. Go ahead and hit update now. See if this takes. Sometimes you manually do have to update these. Alright, this is taking, and if you actually look in the front of your cloud key, which I can't show you right now, you'll see it'll say rebooting, and you'll actually see the device installing the firmware. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video where we're at, and I'm going to... Alright, so we are back. I'm going to find our cloud key again here. Scan, UniFi family. There we go. Got the cloud key, and it went back to a default IP. Let's see here. Okay, next. Set up cloud key. We are going to name this what our site name is here. We'll agree. Oops, agree. Next. It's for our personal. Next. Our UniFi account. Here, let me sign in here. so the UniFi account you'll get by typing in UniFi, and you'll see our email right there and password. So the email is ubiquity@dominiontx.com. Paste the password. We'll hit next, so that way it'll link it with our UniFi account. Let's see, give it a second. Alright, we're going to continue without a backup because we're doing this brand new. Leave the update schedule alone. Turn off auto optimize. We'll hit next, and that all looks good. We'll hit finish. It's going to finish setting up the device. Alright, so now, let's see, we will be at the main page. So here is the newer interface for the Cloud Key Gen2s. Here is where you'll go to manage your access points, which I'll do in the next video. But for now, we're going to go do a couple more things. So let's go into System Settings, Advanced. Make sure our name is correct. That's good. Remote access is on. Backup. Okay. Let's see. General. Local IP 1.5.142. We'll go ahead and set that on static. The gateway is correct. The IP, it's on the wrong subnet, so 5.89. Mask is good. Primary and secondary DNS is good. Go ahead and save that. And of course we'll have to go to a new IP address, 5.89. Alright, so we have not added our local user, and just to show you, after this update, Ubiquity just changed this recently. So if we try to log in with the Dominion admin and the password, will not work. So we need to type in ubiquity@dominiontx.com and grab that UniFi password again. Sign in. And this will let you sign in to any cloud keys that are ever on our UniFi account, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. But to be able to create a local user, we will go to Users, and we are going to add a user, and first name, role, we're going to do a super admin. This is going to be with a local access only account, and our first name will be Dominion, our last name will be admin, and our local username will be Dominion admin, and the password will be what we have here on our notepad. And we'll hit add. So now we have the Ubiquity networks, which is what I logged in with the ubiquity@dominiontx.com, and the UniFi password, which again will log you into any cloud key that is on our UniFi server. And then now we have the local access Dominion admin account. So now if we were to log out, Dominion admin, paste the password, sign in, bam, now we have access. That's pretty much the main setup for the cloud key. In the next video I'll show you the network portion of this, but let's go ahead and go to our UniFi portal, and we'll go to the old one first. And then so this is actually going to be unifi.ui.com. This is something they updated recently. You will log in with the same credentials, the Ubiquity@dominiontx and our UniFi password, to get to this page. This will show you all of the Gen2 cloud keys. That first page I was on, network.unifi.com, shows you all of our Gen1 cloud keys and the Gen2s that have yet to be updated. So We have updated this one, of course. Brand new networks are going to be showing up here. Now let's show, or make sure this has been set up correctly. Call a joke integration, because what you don't want to see is UniFi Cloud Key Gen2 down here. That means this has not been named. If this was online, I would be able to see exactly what that was and rename it. There's a couple different ways you can check that. So whenever this does come online, basically I'm going to log into the network, go to the site name, see if it's named in there, and rename it. But this is how you'll access any cloud key. So if I was just to even log into the unifi.ui website and just say click on this network here, it's going to take me right to the cloud key without actually having to go to the local IP address and log in and do all that. So it's pretty neat. Thank you very much, and if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to ask me.